Hey, what's going on? What's going on? This is Kellen Cash over here, and I just had a quick little topic I wanted to touch upon because with this presidency, with the way things are going, I hear a lot of people complaining, but a lot of people, especially Americans, don't have a passport. You need a passport. And if you are a minority in this country, you really need a passport because the more of us that get passports, the more options in the world opens up. When I say most of us don't have passports, I can't even open up something on how many Americans have passports. We Most of us have access to Google, whether it be at the house, on the phone, or at the library. But it still says right here, still only 30% of Americans hold a valid passport. My goodness, look at this. 36% of Americans hold a valid passport. And that means, and it says it right here in the black and white, so you know that I'm not just making it up, that almost 70% of Americans are unqualified to go overseas to see what Mexico looks like, to see what even Canada looks like, because they're two totally different places compared to the United States, to see what Jamaica looks like. You know, there are some ways people will say, well, there are some ways with an advanced license you can get to Canada and possibly Mexico, but I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter. If you don't have a passport, you are on the plantation and you don't know if the grass is greener on the other side. And if you are a minority and if you are an immigrant, if you are anything that says, you know what, I'm not liking what the current administration is doing, and you want to have options because you're underpaid, you're overworked, whatnot, you really need to get a passport to see because your American dollars can take you far. I mean, I know many of expats traveling to over 10 countries myself. I get it. I'm like, I know where I want to be. I know where I am temporarily and where I can go back and forth. And there's so much information on, YouTube and Google of people who've done it and they're happier. A lot of people don't come back, even from China, even from the Middle East. Africa, people start talking to you like, America is the end all be all. That might have been your start, does not have to be where you finish. So I just wanted to do a quick video on how do you get your passport? And you can easily Google that. How do you get your passport? And if the information is out there for you quickly, you can't blame anybody for not having it. Apply for a passport. It tells you step by step. We're going to click on the little link right there, and this is the only place you really need to go to get your passport. There may be other third-party companies that try to sell you something to get your money, but this, going to the post office website, this is going to be your cheapest way to do it. And if again you're a minority, you need to have a passport. When I got mine back in the day, the thing was like maybe $100, maybe 110 at most. Let's see what it is right now, because I know people are gonna say, well, okay, I can go to this website, but how much is it? Is it gonna cost me $1,000? You'd be surprised what you hear people say on why they don't have something, even though they say they want to travel, they want to go here, they want to go there. So if you're an adult first time applicant, boom, $110 still. I've had my passport for over a decade. And, there it is. You want to be fancy and get the card too, 140. I just have the passport to get you where you need to go. I'm thinking I might have paid even less than that then. Maybe mine was 75 because inflation, from when I got mine, in 2000 and maybe 2 or 3 or something like that. But and it says for the children under 16, all my kids even have a passport. If you're a parent, if you have a passport, your kids need to get a passport too. Get yours first, then get theirs. If money is an issue, $80 right there. Because you don't know what's going to happen. And you need to be able to say, you know what? I can take a quick little vacation. I got, 2 pennies in the bank. Let me go flip that. And there's so many documentaries out there, from Black in Brazil to on YouTube, Black Without Borders, where you can see people are really winning. They are really winning overseas. When you go to this website right here and you see the fees, you can just, see all the things you can apply in person, or just how to apply. I mean, the fact that you can do this straight from your own laptop. You may be unable to do it from your phone. I don't know. It's a government site, so it may be set up for all of that. But you can go to the library if you don't have a computer. You can do it at work. A lot of you are playing solitaire. Do something that stimulates your mind. You fill out the form. So get the supporting documents, your birth certificate, social security card. You go get a photo from CVS, whatnot. That thing is under $20. Last time I had to do it. You pay your fees and you submit it. That's it. You say, I hear you here. Where's the form at? Boom, look, the DS11. They got the form. You just click that right there. On my computer, it just opens up. Yours, maybe it downloads automatically, and they're here, man. You get the form, the PDF, the form. We're just gonna do this real quick, just because I want to just show you how easy it is. And why don't you have a passport, but you're going out over the weekend to drink? You're gonna drink $80 up. You're gonna smoke $80 up. Get your passport. You know, if you're poor in America, this is even more reason to get your passport. Think if everybody was to leave today who had a passport, leaving the majority of y'all, 70% right here, if something was really going down and we're like, you know what, we're out of here. Um, you know, Whoever's in charge says something we don't like, we can leave. You can't leave. I mean, this would be on some real horror movie type stuff. We're gone. Bye. Sorry. We're not giving out any more passports. If you got it, that 36%, y'all got it. Y'all can go. The rest, y'all got to stay and, whatever happens. And I know people will say, well, if that anything that terrible, airplane tickets could go up. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the basic document that you need to be able to leave this country, and that you can fill this out tonight, today. You can just fill it out. Download it. If I was to download it right there, boom, downloads. Name it what I want. I'm not gonna download that because that's for you to do. I've already got mine. You know, I've got stamps. Mine is stamps on stamps. My kids are stamps on stamps. My wife stamp on stamps, because there's business out there. There's opportunity, and there's just vacation when you just need to pop your collar and get away. And when people tell you what you're doing here is off and it's unprofessional, and you don't fit in at the workplace, let me tell you, there's other countries where they love the uniqueness. They love an American. We have power as an American because it's so much entertainment. So fill out this DS11. And then, let's go back. Let's go back to the steps, and fill out all these forms that you need to fill out. So then you can, fill out the form, supporting documents, the birth certificates and all that. Look, it tells you right here. So I don't have to remember everything. You'll need citizenship evidence. You'll need identification and proof of relationship for any children. Wow, why don't you have your passport? Why don't you have your passport? Then you go, you get your photo. It has to be 2x2, CVS, Walgreens. I don't know if the post office would do it for you. Some may and some may not, but if they do, I know some that do. It's just get it done, get it all done at the post office. You can go there and they can help you out. Just bring your birth certificate, your social, and whatever other ID, photo ID that you have. Pay these fees and submit it, and this thing comes back quick. You can travel within 2 months. I've gotten a passport for one of my kids because we needed it, and an ASAP. situation, got it in 24 hours. Paid about double the price, but got in about 24 hours, and we were off. So you really need to do that to get those experiences, whatnot, with your family. It tells you if you want to travel abroad with firearms, please don't leave the violence here in America. If you're going somewhere where you think you need firearms, maybe you need to be part of that 70% that just stays right there, because they got other laws and rules for you. But look, processing times 6 to 8 weeks, expedited 3 weeks. This is nothing. This is nothing for you to get. I need you to get your passport. Just wanted to give a quick tip. I'm going to do some other videos why going overseas and what are some of the places that I've gone that have benefited me. But you right now, so you can follow me on that journey, need to get this passport. Get this passport. Be blessed. Any comments, questions, put them down there. You'll see in the description box how to contact me. Follow me on the social media. I'm on all of them. All right. Stay tight. Be blessed.